Hello traders, The title of the video is how to sell and hold like a professional trader, part one. I have been asked by a TSC trader to explain how a trader can sell and hold in a financial market. Now, generally speaking, all right, most of the American traders hate to sell. Now, you need to understand that the reason why I'm saying it is that most trading activities are taking place in United States. So when you are selling, just understand that our American friend do not like to sell. Now, there are traders out there that think that selling is evil. Even some director of companies do not like people recording video about their stock being bearish. So you may attract, okay, a negative publicity if you are telling everybody on Twitter, on Facebook that they should sell. People hate to sell. Another reason is because the markets, okay, is going up more than is going down. So you can see here, if you look at the Home Depot stock, you see here, it went up and it went down a bit here, and all this time it's still going up. So you see very often, okay, you see very often bearish financial stock that you can sell and hold. Now, talking about sell and hold, it means that you are shorting the stock, all right? Shorting for new traders. Okay, I will write it for you. Um, this is it. Shorting it. Okay, you are shorting it. You are selling it. Okay, all right. People can buy put option to sell and hold. All right. People can use a CFD to sell and hold. All right, and so on and so on. All right. So this is it. So in this, I'm going to record like at least 3 videos, all right, or 4 videos when I will explain to traders different ways one can sell and hold. In this tutorial, the first thing that I want you to understand, if you want to sell and hold, you must have good reason. One of those good reasons is that the market has stopped. Market has stopped means that the bullish trend, okay, is weakening. So one example will be, you see, suppose you are here and the price was going up. So if the price is going up, it will be above a rising trend line, all right? Or it will be in a rising channel, yes or no, all right? So if it come out of that channel, rising channel, or if it's very below that trend, bullish trend line and retest it and find a resistance, that's the first indication that that trend is about to end. So talking about market topping, it means that the market is coming out of a rising channel, all right? But there is a better way to know whether the market has stopped. For those of you who understand Ilya wave, we will say that if the market is in the fifth Ilya wave, we we have a good reason to be preparing to sell. Not yet, but we are preparing to sell if the price is in the fifth Ilya wave because the fifth Ilya wave can be extended. Well, I'm choosing my word very carefully because not all traders understand the Ilya wave theory. All right. So now, if you want to be a professional seller, look for the fifth Ilya wave. So what we do, we follow a simple rule. So suppose this stock, Home Depot, is in the fifth Ilya wave, and we say, all right, we will see whether it's going to come out of that channel. We will see whether it's going to find a resistance below that rising trend line. Okay. All right. So we say, oh, it's becoming bearish. Okay. So but we will not start selling and hold, sell and hold if the market itself is not bearish. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's why I said to you, I'm going to record other video and I'll tell you different scenario. So in this scenario, the best scenario will be the market S&P 500 is also topping up or is in a fifth area wave or is coming out of a rising channel or is finding a resistance below a trend line. So it's topping, all right? So if the market is topping, it means that there are other financial instruments that will also top up. They will be weakening. They also be coming out of the rising channel because the market, we are trading first the market. So we are looking first at the market before we want to check the season. All right. So this is the reason why we are looking at the market first. Is the market becoming bearish? If the market is becoming bearish, if the market has stopped, okay, we will look for other financial instruments that are doing the same thing, giving us another reason why we should sell them. So if the Home Depot is in a fifth area way, breaking its trend line like this, all right, we want to check the S&P 500. So the best time to sell is when the market itself is bearish, meaning that other financial instruments, market leaders, okay, or other components, okay, of Dow Jones, because Home Depot belongs to the Dow 30, are also becoming bearish. So this market sentiment is becoming bearish. So this is it. Most stock are becoming bearish. It means that the market sentiment is becoming bearish. Most market participants are more willing to sell, or if they don't want to sell and hold, they want to take their profit after a bullish trend. So they will be selling for harvesting, but they are not selling to hold. So for us that want to sell and hold, we are looking for that the season when the market is bearish, and now we go around and finding financial instruments that also becoming bearish. I don't want this video to be too long, so I explained it already. So I'm going to move away from that explanation. The next thing that you want to check, so the S&P 500 is bearish. Okay, Home Depot also has stopped. All right. Okay. Now we are getting ready to sell. So that's why I said to you, we are preparing to sell because we want to sell and hold this thing. All right. The next thing what we want to do, one must check the fundamentals. Very, very important. Professional traders do not sell and hold without having a fundamental reason. If you see somebody selling just because of a technical reason, be careful. So a simple trick that I say to traders to do is to perform Google ACID test. All right. So you can YouTube search the phrase Google ACID test trading video. You see a video, 2 or 3 video, when I explain to trader what is Google ACID test. The Google ACID test is when a company is under pressure. All right. So they cannot meet their short-term liability. So at the end of the month, they have to pay bills, but they don't have money, liquidity to pay for it. The liquidity is the most important thing for professional sellers. They are checking whether they have money to survive, to remain in place. What are the source of revenue they got? So what I say to traders, perform Google ACID test. If the stock has failed the Google ACID test at that point in time, and the market also is becoming bearish, and the stock itself is becoming bearish, we have another reason why we should sell. All right. So this is it. Market is becoming bearish, okay, and the stock that you want to sell and hold is also becoming bearish. Now the fundamental also are not solid, or there are a lot of bad news, or they have failed Google ACID test. I will be talking about fundamental analysis in another tutorial. That's not my area because I'm technical trader, but I can give traders few tips. This is it. Google ACID test. That's what I say to traders most of the time, because if a company, all right, um, do not have it. So when we are talking about liquidity in the short term, we are talking about the current asset. The current asset. So if they sell their current asset altogether, can they meet their current liability? So sometimes they may not have enough money, but we want to see that there is a huge pressure on them. So suppose, for instance, the current asset, okay, is 50,000. All right, they have a short-term liability 100,000. That's a huge. So they're under pressure. They have to pay 100,000 in the short term, but if they sell everything that they can sell in short term, it's only 50,000 they're going to get. How well are they going to get the money now? They're under pressure, yes or no? So market is bearish. They are also popping out of they fail the Google ACID test. Okay, those three conditions are now in place. We can look for an opportunity to sell and hold. The reason why I say that a fifth area wave for traders who want to sell and hold, they should understand a little bit area wave. Now, because I don't want the video to be too long, I've said everything I need to say now. Traders who understand the area wave will know how the correction will take place because people are going to take profit for a while. You see here, this is a profit taking a second in your way. But the best time to sell a hold is when the trend has finished and now a bigger correction is taking place. It's tricky to sell a hold in the second wave. That's another matter completely. I do not get into that at all. It's crazy because people are getting ready to buy and you are selling a hold. That's crazy. But sometimes people do it. If you are doing it, you see here, it was going down from 2000 to 2009. That's 9 years, isn't it? But when you are doing that, be careful. Be careful. You see, it came down at it, then it bounced up. Before it came down again, sometimes it may just change direction here. All right. So this is it. But because if you understand in your way, you understand okay the correct way. And usually we wait for the first leg of the correction, though we want to sell. First seller will sell at it. We see the first leg, and then we see that bounce up. And then if we have okay another, so that's the rally after the first reaction. Market is becoming bearish, S&P bearish, the stock itself is becoming bearish. Fundamentally, they are under pressure. And we see that first reaction, and we wait for a rally, and then we sell it down and hold it. But now, if you sell and hold, all right, this is very important. The market can change direction anytime. You see here, you see here. Look at this one. 1 month, okay, it calmed down. Like the people say, oh, okay, it's going to go down now. If you are a crazy, this is the fourth in your way. That's not another time to buy. This is not a good time to sell and hold. That's why I say to you, if you are selling also in the second way, be careful. The best time is at the end of the fifth way. See, sometimes the price may calm down, and the people say it's going to be better, and then it turn around and just go up, go up, go up. So when you are selling and hold, you need to be defensive. Right? You need to be protecting your profits, securing them carefully because you are doing something that is contrary, okay, to the nature of the market. The market is naturally bullish. This is it. It's naturally bullish. Now, anytime that you are selling, you are doing something against okay the nature of the market. So you need to be very careful, securing your gain, making sure you grab your profit before it's too late. This is it. So in the next tutorial, we'll be looking at a different aspect about how to sell a hold. So this is it. If you have any question, suggestion, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. So this is part one about how to sell and hold like a professional trader. To summarize the video, the first thing that you need to check is the S&P 500. Is it in the fifth way? Is it coming out of a rising channel? All right, if the market has stopped, okay, good. Market has stopped, it means that the market is going to become bearish. Most people will be looking to sell all over the place, meaning that people want to close their bullish position. So bullish traders are selling to close their bullish position at the end of a bullish trend. All right, so this is the season to sell. Now we look at financial instruments that are also becoming bearish, i.e., coming out of a rising channel, breaking the trend off and a resistance and so on. But one cannot sell and hold without checking the fundamental. This is critical. When one is selling and hold, one must be very defensive, protective, everything that you can do so that, okay, the next day you don't see the price going up or gapping up and running away very fast. Don't, when you are selling, don't be too greedy. Don't be all over the place. So you have a portfolio, you don't want to have all over the place. Your portfolio is all about selling like a mad uh, bearish trader. You are doing something that is a bit tricky. Sometimes that's what they talk about. Okay, short squeeze. So this is about okay short sellers being squeezed out of their trade. So people go, all right, they go and they sell. So they sell like crazy. Sometimes they sell many stock or they sold one stock very much. So they are selling. They believe that stock should go down. That was the case for people were selling Tesla. Okay, they were selling Tesla because they a lot of hedge fund. This is it. You see this session here. They were selling. You see, so you see here 1, 2, 3 months and bounce out. Okay, this is what we are talking about. So they were squeezed. So you see how they this kind of stuff. He squeezed them out fast, and they sold it again. Look at this one. He squeezed them out. So now people, because people have done fundamental analysis, blah 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 blah, and hedge fund want to sell, so they will load a lot of positions, sell, 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 sell. That's no. So they'll be piling, sell, sell, sell. It's a tricky thing because this is what I'm talking about. So when you become more experienced in selling and hold, or if one day you are working for investment bank and you have done all your homework, you see, well, it tick all the boxes. I should be selling it like crazy. Don't be too wild because there were some hedge funds that were taken out of business because they were selling all over the place and the market just changed direction. All right. So understand that when one is selling, one is trading against the natural bullish nature, okay, of the market. So one should have defensive measure in place and be very agile, okay, like a gazette. Is it gazette? All right, so let me know in the comment section. So if the video has been truly useful to you, please let us know by giving us the thumbs up. If you dislike it, be sure to mark it down. If you say, George, well, for the first time in my life, you have recorded a video that I truly like, I will share it on the social media. And I'll say to you, thank you for sharing our tutorial. So this will conclude our discussion today about how to sell and hold like a professional trader, a part two. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today, George Trio. Okay, George Trio. All right, that's my name. All right. Subscribe to our channel today. Be sure to click on the notification bell so anytime we record a new video, you will be the first person to be notified. Until the next time, enjoy yourself and be very happy. In the next tutorial, we'll be looking at different aspects of a sell and hold. Probably I'll be recording 3 or 4 videos to explain to traders, okay, how to go about selling and hold. It's not easy. It's not easy, my friend. Happy trading to you all, and thank you for watching. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank that trader who did ask me the question, a TSC trader, asking an excellent question. That's what we want. Okay, you have any question, put in the comment section. And in due course, I will be back. So this trader, for instance, did ask that question probably 2 or 3 months ago and 2 months ago. So here we are talking about it. Happy trading to you all.